Hello there, Mike here. Have you ever been buying something off the internet and you're not sure if it's really what you have seen in the pictures or if it's really right for you, but you buy it off the internet anyway, hoping that when you receive it, it'll be just what you expected? Well, I did that recently. It was a pretty large purchase. I have not received this product yet, but I wanted to do some videos to show you the process of buying a Nissan Skyline GTR. As I'm sure you've read from the title of this video, I bought one of these cars, and a lot of people say, you can't get those. How do you have that car? It is true that the car has never been allowed in the United States up until recently. The vehicle has to be at least 25 years old to clear the laws that are put in place against imported vehicles. You can read up on that at your own leisure. There's a lot of legal mumbo jumbo for that. But to the point is, if it's 25 years old, you can import it to the United States. Now, there are several companies that do this. You can do it yourself if you want to tackle the huge pile of paperwork. But when I decided to follow my dream of getting a Nissan Skyline, I chose to use a company to do that for me. They basically operate like a used car lot, except they have Japanese vehicles. Not just any Japanese vehicles, but right-hand drive and completely legal Japanese cars. The company is named Rivsu, RIVSU.com. They're located in Florida, and they are who I've dealt with start to finish on this process. They've helped me out a whole lot, give me all the information that I needed along the way, and the great part is they take care of all the legwork. They do all the paperwork, and I don't have to worry about that, because you mess up paperwork in this importing business and your car can be gone and you can be fined. You can get in trouble for this because you can have an illegal vehicle if you don't have the right paperwork. So I want to do a couple of videos. This is part one in the series of buying a Nissan Skyline, and I'm not going to go into technical detail. If you're really into getting one of these vehicles, you can check with this company and they're glad to help you. I just wanted to skim through, show you the basics of what I had to do, and it's not really that hard. It's not a huge process. Basically, you can just call them and they'll guide you through everything. This is their job. They do it every single day, day in and day out. So they're experts with helping on this kind of situation, but I just wanted to breeze you through this because I have a lot of people that ask me, how is this even possible? There's no way you did this. And it is. And I want to go on Rivsu's website right here, and I'll show you. I don't drop my phone. Their website, rivsu.com. They have everything on there. You can go to inventory, and basically this is like a used car lot. You can look on here at the cars they have. It tells you how many kilometers it has, the car. There's your price. You can click on it, look at some pictures. Yeah, neat, huh? And you can call them and they'll give you more information about it. So that's one aspect of how they work. You can see the car you want on there, buy it, send them money, and you're done. You go down and get your car, or you have it sent to you. I took a much longer approach. I took a different approach, and that's called the auction side of the deal. And I'd like to say that I got a good deal on the vehicle that I purchased through the auction. It's more of an experience, I will say that. It's not just like buying a car at the lot. Here's the money, come get it. I actually bid on this car in Japan. It's been about 3.5 months since I first sent money into the account that had to be used. Basically, I bid on several vehicles. I didn't win them all, and when I finally won a vehicle, I won the bid. That starts the process of getting it shipped here. and then it entering the country, having all the paperwork done for that. And so it's quite a lengthy process, but it's really neat that I picked out my very own car. It wasn't just on a lot already, and I possibly got it for a cheaper price than one that's already been inventoried and sitting on a lot waiting on someone to get it. So I signed up through the auction process. I'll show you the auction site right here. This is the actual page that I looked at when I bought my GTR. That is, in fact, my Skyline right there. This is the page I used. You just have a little bit of information, where it's at, what date it's going to auction. It's metallic gray, 89. It's a GTR. Okay. I've got these two small resolution pictures with it. They're not detailed very well. I know the vehicle is modified, but it has some good points. It seems mechanically sound from what the inspectors tell you. So when I saw this car, I talked to my salesman at Rivsu, and he said that looks like a good candidate. So basically, I went up top of the page, typed my bid in. They work out shipping fees and everything else from that, and they have that to play with at the auction. So a gentleman in Japan went to the auction where this car was, had to sit down, and when this car came up on the screen, he started bidding on it for me. Ended up winning it for me, and I was notified. So after I won the auction and this vehicle was mine, my work part of buying this vehicle is done. So now I turn the hands to Rivsu. So they had to go through the process of deregistering the car in Japan, doing all their paperwork there, and coordinating with the shipping company. So it gets put on this big parking garage on a boat, strapped down with however other many thousands of cars are on that boat. And it was GPS tracked. I could watch it go across the ocean, go through different ports, watch it go through the Panama Canal. There was webcams there I could actually watch. And it took 45 days for shipping from the time it left Japan to when it got to the port in Jacksonville, Florida. 45 days. Now you think waiting on a UPS package or FedEx, car parts is hard. Try waiting 45 days for your car to get shipped, your car, and you still don't get it. So from when it landed in Jacksonville at the port, it has to be cleared by the port officials, U.S. Customs. And as of today, which the Thanksgiving holiday was going on, I understand that, but my car has been there for 2 weeks as of today. I'm hoping to hear something very soon, but as I was told, there is no timeline with Customs. They can be done when they're done. So, I have a Nissan Skyline GTR sitting in Jacksonville, Florida in a big parking lot alongside several other GTRs. I know there's at least 8 cars in the shipment that Rivsu received. And once those are all checked by Customs, they'll be picked up by Rivsu, and then we'll go from there. And it'll be at their shop. There's still a little bit left in this process. It's, like I said, it's been about 3 months already since I started this whole ordeal, and it's been nerve-wracking at times, but I think it'll be rewarding, knowing that that's not just a car that you see on the side of the road and I want to buy that. No, I picked it out of Japan. I beat some other possible Japanese man that might have wanted it. I mean, it's a public auction, so another man in Japan might have wanted it. Another person in the United States, but I beat him out. I got the right time, I had the right money for when that auction happened. So I do have one. I can share more details if anyone else is interested. If you have any questions, I can try to help you out or point you to the right direction. But basically, right now I'm waiting for it to clear, and I'll hear from Rivsu again. I know this might have been a boring video. I don't really have much to show right now. I do have some other pictures of the car I can pull up and show you, but the future videos I make will hopefully be more exciting and have an actual vehicle in them. I'm going to fly down to Florida. I live in Kentucky. I'm going to fly down and pick up my car. You can have them shipped, but I'm going to make a road trip out of this, and that should be quite fun. And just real quick, here's a few pictures of my vehicle. It turns out after I bought it, it has quite a few more upgrades than I originally expected, like a full roll cage, different fuel programmers, gauges, all kinds of nifty things. So it had quite a few aftermarket parts. It'll be interesting to see what all is involved in this. But yeah, I will actually be taking, whenever it's ready, when they clear it and they check it out at their shop, make sure everything's all right. And I'm going to fly down. I've never flown, never been on a plane. I've never been to Florida, so we'll check those off the list. I've never seen a Nissan Skyline GTR. It's a 1989. That makes it an R32. But I haven't seen a Nissan Skyline R32 at all. So I'm going to go see one of those for the first time, and it'll be mine. I mean, I've bought it already. So I have this car that I've never seen, I've never sat in, never touched, I've never heard it, I've never flown, I've never been to Florida. I'm going to knock all those out in one go. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try and put up some more videos as this process goes along, and try to keep anyone that's following this updated. Any questions, just let me know. Later.